We'll each ask 2 questions. We'll start with Mr. Hunter.
Okay.
And come down and then go back to Mr. Hunter, come down again. Do I need to say anything? I feel like I forget something. Mr. Hunter, go ahead.
Okay.
Do you support consolidation of schools?
Yes, and lately I've been reading on consolidation, and especially with the Secretary of Education just approved consolidated plans for Virginia in May 3rd. So I've been reading a lot about it, and I experienced the consolidation, Not here, but there, and I promise you I'm not going to talk about D.C. I've done my homework for Virginia and Covington. I've been a substitute for 2 years, so I'm all concentrate here. Okay. Yes.
Why do you want to be appointed to the school board?
I want to be appointed to the school board is because not only to give back to the community. I was born in, went to high school here. I graduated in 71 from Covington High. One of the things I promised my dad, if he allowed me to leave, is that I would get all the knowledge I can and I would bring it back to my community and help them. And so in the last 2 years, I became a substitute teacher. So I learned a lot, and I know I can give a lot. I don't know everything, but one thing I have done, I've helped a lot. Just not the students, some teachers, and now I'm helping some adults. And I just feel like, I can be a great asset, to the school board. I'm a team player. I don't mind rolling up my sleeves because I'm fighting for the students. This 2 years I spent in there, I'm fighting for them.
Could you give me your top 3 priorities for the Covington school system if you're appointed to the school board?
One of the things I would like to do is to enforce, to adhere to the policies and the procedures you have in the manual. I've read it 10 times, 31 pages. And there are some of the things that are not taken care of, enforced, let me put it that way. And because of that, we have a lot of issues there. And I'm sure you've heard about, Miss Betty at Covington High. Now the student loves them because it's discipline, and I'm a team player. I work with the kids. I don't want, because I don't know anyone, we're all in the same pool. So there's no favoritism. So the kids would definitely tell you, just because this and that, we're all in the same pool. And the other thing is I would like to have a advisory council, PAC, because there's some parents, I'm in the community now, people are feeling comfortable with me, they're telling their story. So they ask it, who can I trust? And I'm saying, well, you go to school, but who can I trust? So they're telling me the problems. I can't do anything. I'm not going to go outside the line too. But if given a chance, at least I can direct them. I'm not going to go outside the line if I don't have anything to do. I have talked to, couple people about it. The other thing I like to do is to be involved with the school more. I like to, drop on the schools more. Be a volunteer as far as a member to be as a voice. I'm here. Don't be afraid. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Do you have relatives that work in the Covington City school system?
No, I do not.
Okay. Mr. Hunter, that was quick enough.
Yeah, I remember Mr. Zimmerman who asked me the question if I had any children. And that was a strong thing on my heart, and I got into research and everything. That's why I became a substitute, because I can't be a member if I don't know what. I haven't been part of the system.
What do you expect from the Covington City Council other than budgetary support?
What I like to, the city council to help with the school board is that I read, and I'm an advocate of No Child's Left Behind. That has been changed in 2015, that every student succeeds Act. And I would like that, for the city council to be a force so they can be accountable, not just the board, but the teachers and the principals. And I'm an advocate of that, you know. And recently I'm reading where they have grants in there that we are not using, you know, that can work very well here. But I'm a contract, you know, I read for knowledge. I don't read for fantasy, I read for knowledge.
If you were appointed, what 3-year goals or objectives would you have for the school?
One of them, as I say, the advisory council. I mean, the students and parents, definitely. You know, they have complaints, and I do not like to hear they're not going to do anything. That just breaks my heart. And as I'm walking through the community, helping people in different phases, and my resume doesn't talk about everything I have done so far in this community. We need a pack. I talked about the PTA. They say there's not enough people to participate. I feel in my heart, because people are trusting me, that we can get parents involved at all. The other thing I would like to do is, like Mr. Clemens, I listen to the school board all the time, so he talked about the math. So why not do a summer assignment, which is in my resume, called Delta Math? You know, get the kids, students prepared during the summer. If you're gonna play on your phone, why not do this? You know, and then when they come back in August and September, they're not so behind in, you know, one of the natures. And I'm real thinking about is community hours. They need to be prepared. I'm taking my time doing resumes, helping people with applications, students. Some just graduated. Because my name is going around, Miss Betty, can you help my daughter? Can you help can you help my mom? I would like them to, you know, to do more for the student to be prepared. Because one of the things, if you heard about Miss Betty, I am not going to be in a classroom and let a student be on a cell phone for 55 minutes.
One of the things we have is a considerable amount of school debt, and that debt needs to be retired, and we're working on it. But what I'd like to know, if you were on the school board, would you be able to focus on the debt issue as well as the other budgetary items that you have, and could you deal with the budgetary restraints that are placed on the school board now?
Yes, yes. You know, number one thing, you know, God rest his soul, you know, my dad owned race taxi. I ran it from D.C. I should have put stock in FedEx, because he's seen everything. You know, I got involved with, you know, Department of Health, because he was doing the Medicaid thing. I did all those forms, 23 years. Right now, my husband and I, we both are retired. So, you know, we got to get deep in, because the money is different from D.C. from here. So I run on that. So I'm reading a lot with every student to see that. I've gotten, you know, so deep involved to see where the money's at. I've seen where Pulaski County, year for last, they got $246,000. You know, dealing with innovation and dealing with promised neighborhoods. There's money there. I mean, I'm reading deep. I mean, up until midnight last night, I'm reading more, and, you know, it's there. It's just who's going to go to that. I'm not a person, just the seen, but the unseen. There's a lot of pages, you know, and I'm happy if you can say I actually read, the code of Virginia. I'm on Department of Education to see what I can bring to the table to help with this debt. Their money's there. I've also talking to Lockheed Martin. I have a couple of people that work there. And one of the things, the STEM project, they bring in a lot of money. There's not a lot of people in this area of the world. I've also, the last thing I'll say this, because I'm excited, because I've done my research and I've heard what you asked the last time. And I substitute, and I know the money is the problem. But one thing we cannot do is deny the kids education. I know one of the things on the school board, they was talking about the cafeteria. People have not paid that money. What can we do? We're not going to shame a kid. So I thought of some things, seen some other people like from Roanoke, what they did for that cafeteria to make up for that money. I'm not afraid to ask anybody for help when it comes to the student to succeed. They my generation. I want to make sure I can be in my rocket chair and they okay. I mean, seriously. You think about it, instead of, I'm not looking forward to work, I'm not doing that.
Okay, Ms. Betty. If we were to form a joint school system with Allegheny County, how would you envision the governing body, such as one large school board? How would you envision that would be made up? How would you envision that look?
Okay. The first thing, I've talked to present and past teachers from Allegheny. And one of the things, what I like about Allegheny, they have this project learning. It's almost like community hours kind of thing. Or distributed education, which used to be at Covington High School. And that's where I got my opportunity. What I vision, the students will be on the same page. They will learn. I mean, there are some things at Allegheny I really love. The discipline part. I love the education part of it. They're very strong. They have more opportunities. We got wonderful teachers here. Don't get me wrong. But they bring it in more. And consolidating together, we might alleviate some of this bullying. Because, what I'm seeing from kids that have transferred from Allegheny, they behavioral problems. Kids is coming from Bath County, from Roanoke. We put them together to be one. As they say, under one house, one rule.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Again, we appreciate your desire. Thank you for answering the questions.
Sure.
We'll have, next week, we'll vote on.
Okay. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for your willingness to serve.
Oh, most definitely. It's in my blood already. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Betty.
Thank you very much.